Okay, everybody, Dave back again, Car Mechanic Simulator. So I just bought this Bolt Atlanta Supercharged, and I also laid out two cars that have gearbox issues in case I need extra money. But the goal in this episode is to repair this engine all the way. I'm going to use the engine crane that I got for the upgrade, and we're going to move it to. We're on car lifter A. Now, thing with the engine, you always want to double check that there's no starter motor attached to the gearbox. So there isn't one. It's going to be an OHV engine, which are somewhat easy to do. Nothing too crazy with them. It's just a lot of work to do, but it's not complicated. They're kind of more routine engines. So, but anyway, I have to do the drive shaft. I take off the drive shaft, and I got to take off the gearbox. Good thing I cleaned out my inventory last time, so it's gonna be easy. Right, good. Now my last car build I pre-stripped everything, so I was able to do everything in one shot. This one I'm starting from the, what is left for me. So I didn't pre-strip it down. So I'm just gonna do like kind of a two-parter, where I'm doing the engine in one shot, then I'll do the suspension and the interior as well. I'll do that in its own episode. So we get some more episodes out of me, which is awesome. We're gonna add engine, and we're gonna take this all apart. So a couple valve push rods. Cam gear, camshaft. You gotta check the clutch, because if we had the gearbox on it, like everything will be here. Actually, you have to have that stuff. If you any car in the junkyard or a barn will definitely have the gearbox, the drive shaft, wheels, everything, because you have to move the car. It has to be rollable, so it has to have wheels and all that stuff. If you don't, like, you can't move the car. If I did something like here, if I move the car, it won't let me. Okay, maybe it will. The gearbox is not an option, or can be movable. But if I take a tire off, then it'll say something. So just to prove that point, I will do it real quick. Alright. Okay, you can swap between car lifters, but it won't let me move the test path. See, wheels are missing from car. That stuff will say. It won't let you move from the test path, or probably even the spray area once you get the paint spraying, because it has to function for those. So pistons. I got the pistons on this. More. Okay, no more. And since the other side had the engine head on it, it had to have all 4 pistons. The other side had no pistons, so it didn't matter. Now I could go to the repair bench, but I don't want to risk things broken because I didn't even get any of the upgrades for repairs. So that's stuff I'm going to be working on for the next couple upgrades, so I can repair stuff better and save money doing it. So, but right now I have to buy these back regularly. So, let's see. OHV, where's the camshaft? Crankshaft is OHV, camshaft OHV. So everything's OHV styles, and pistons. So let's buy a bunch of this stuff. Go to engine block. If I can search through the whole engine list and find what I need, but it's gonna take me forever because there's so many different variations. I unlocked everything, like in this game, like for the DLCs. So that's a lot of stuff. Put engine head. Oop. So engine head, OHV. Or you can't search by parentheses. Alright, OHVK, OHVD. Where are you? Standard OHV. But it's also V8 OHV. I'm not even seeing it. Alright, there you are. Engine head OHV. Finally. I'll just search cover. Alright, air filter covers. And we need engine head covers. OHV, we need an A and a B. Okay, see, that's an OHV 6. That's not what we're looking for. Here we go. Here's our engine head, engine head cover A. Now we need a B. I know what they look like. They're just kind of flat and gray looking. This is it. Okay, we need pistons. Standard pistons, and it's a V8, so 8 of those. Standard piston rings, nothing fancy. I'm watching my money just shrink on the side. It's going to be a lot of stuff. So camshaft for an OHV. There we go. Oh, need cam gear. We don't need camshaft caps. I'm not even typing. Okay, cam gear for an OHV. There you are. And it's about the crankshaft. There you are. I do need these caps. I think I need 3 of them. And let's buy rod caps. Yep, I need 8 of those. I need 16 valve push rods because there's 8 on each side, like 2 for each cylinder. I need rocker arms, so that's another 16. I need, what else do I need? I need a timing cover and timing chain for an OHV. There you are. Alright, this is a good chunk of stuff. I can use spark plugs as well, but I'll get them next. So I just got the kind of the more annoying stuff. Stuff that we have to pretty much speed run through. So, got the crankshaft, the pistons. I put the camshaft in. See you see when that side pistons was done, the engine head came on? That's what you need. You need all 4 pistons before that happens. And see, the other one is on now too. Okay, put the rod caps. I'm keeping my one hand on the enter button, so I can just kind of speed through it. I don't have to move my mouse to click it. So do the rod caps and the crankshaft bearings at the same time. Alright, all that stuff's done. Let's buy the oil pan, and let's buy the gearbox stuff too. So, this type of oil. Oh, it comes up with ignition coil stuff too. Funny. Alright, so OHV there. And oil pan. There you are. And let's buy the gearbox. So, push plate, pressure plate, bearing, and flywheel. Now you can get a lot of points doing this, just rebuilding cars and engines and so on. Just because there's a lot of work to do on them, like taking off and putting back on, all the screwing stuff. So you can get a lot of points, and also you do get a lot of points for doing the big jobs, like especially just the bonus of it gets you a lot of points. The thing that once you get to redoing your own cars, you just get a lot of experience points just because of the massive amount of work you got to do. So your levels are going to go up pretty good. Unless it's like the high levels that need a lot of points on them. So the engine heads, the valve push rods are kind of the most tedious thing of these engines. So do the same thing. Just hold enter down, or have your finger on enter ready to hit it. Also, I find it difficult for the cursor to hit the outline of the push rods. Now for rocker arms, you want to try and center yourself, because it's the way they zoom in, you kind of lose track of where you are. They just kind of shift on their own. Alright, done. Cover on. Oop, that one didn't go all the way in. Okay, this is a supercharged engine, so there's a lot of other stuff that's going to go with it. We'll just get there. It's just going to be an interesting experience. I don't do too many supercharged cars. There's a way you can actually make a car supercharged. Like, if your car style allows it. Like, you can swap different engines in. Like, some engines are compatible with other types. There's glare from the lighting above me. It's in the shop. It's not in my space. There's just glare on one thing I couldn't see. But anyway, yeah, supercharged. You could always like check your car status, and I'll tell you what engines fit in it, including a supercharged. Alright, and that... That's good there. I bought the timing stuff, so let's do that. Cam gear. I got the chain. And I got the cover. Alright, getting there. Let's get the water pump, crankshaft pulley, steering pump, alternator. This is for a V8, and this is just standard. There is no other type for this engine type. There is like a different alternator. I think it's like a 16. Oh, check that out. Yeah, 16B. There's a B6C, but we need a standard. And we need power steering for a V8. There you are. And we need water pump. Water pump for an OHV. Now the pulley I'm not buying yet because there's going to be a specific one because it's going to be a supercharge. Oh, I didn't buy the crankshaft pulley. Let's do that. It's OHV. Okay, crankshaft pulley. Alright, so we got the alternator. Water pump pulley, or water pump. Alright. Now we need, supercharger, water pump pulley, OHV. So I'm going to go back to water pump. I'll search water. Now, supercharger, water pump pulley, V8 OHV. And I need an intake manifold for a supercharger. So, let's see if we can find it. Alright, so here's supercharger intake manifold for V8 OHV. Double checking that's what we need. Because there is one for V8. Yeah, OHV. Okay, and let's do ignition, coil B, distributor, distributor cap, distributor rotor. There's cables. Is it for V8 or an OHV? That's the thing I don't really remember. OHVD. There's V8. I don't think there is a standard V08. I need a spark plugs to put them in first. So let's buy my spark plugs. And let's buy exhaust manifold. Alright, I'm down to $9,000. Alright, so, but I'm almost done. I at least want to keep $5,000 on me. You're done. The distributor, you kind of want to try and get the, put it on before you put the intake manifold on, or else you're going to get kind of like blocking between items. It's kind of hard to see. So you try and do that as soon as possible before you do the manifold. Clip B, 2 of them. Clip A's go for the air filter base, so make sure you're buying clip B's. See, look, there's very little space to aim at this because the manifold's in the way, even with the shadow. Okay, nice supercharger. What else did I put down here? I didn't get a fuel filter yet. I did get the manifolds. Spark plugs. Go around the other side. Okay, and yeah, ignition wires for V8. So there is no V8 OHV standard, just standard V8. Hey, I am just at the supercharger. The belts. There might be an air filter. I gotta figure that out. Let's buy the serpentine belts and the supercharger. So serpentine belts, there are two. There's a A and a B, and make sure you're getting the right ones. So we want the ones for the OHV. Alright, so there's the A for OHV. B. There you are. Yep, I do need a supercharger because that's going to be the A belt where it's coming off of. So, supercharger, V8 OHV. And probably the serpentine belt that goes with it. So I don't know if I need a full A. Well, we'll see. Yep, I do still need the A. Okay, we need a radiator fan. And that's for an OHV. There you are. I keep forgetting to buy the fuel filter. Still watching my money. I have 68.46. I'm nearly done. Two 4-barrel carburetors. I just need to do the air filter, then I'm done. After the carburetors, they go with each other. So 4-barrel carburetors, I need 2 of them. And let's do air filter base. We need one for an OHV, 2 carb. Here's air filter base for 2 carb. Do air filter. It's gonna give me everything actually. So air filter for 2 carb. Where are you? That's a V8 1 carb. It's a Hemi. I'm not seeing it. Just find the cover. Oh, here's round air filter for a 2 carb. Because it's called something different. And round air filter cover for 2 carb. Always double check to make sure you're buying the right stuff. And I did not buy the right air filters. You can see scoop air filters. So I totally bought the wrong ones. So I'm going to need this air scoop thing instead. But the other air filters I can always keep in my standard inventory because I'll use them again most likely. Because I do a lot of OHV engines. So let's just go around it real quick. Make sure nothing's shadow is lit up. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful engine. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna take a picture of this.